Okay, it's a beautiful spring day here in northern Canada, 2016. This is a promotional video for EPDM on my RV. I just bought this RV. It's a 1988 Travel Mate. Bumper to bumper is 27 feet. The total roof dimensions is 8 feet wide by 23 feet in length. Just before I jump up on the roof there, I just wanted to show maybe a problem that some of you might have, and that is with the older metal roofs, there may be pinholes that you cannot see, in which case stop wasting your time with some other products and just go straight to the good stuff. So the owner that I bought this from said that there was a leak that had been neglected for some time, so I'm just replacing the structural problems. But I just wanted to show you pinholes I did not see. They show up well on the camera. There's a couple of pinholes in there. One there on the other side, one just there, back up a bit, there's one, and there's another, and I'm sure there's a couple more, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that. I'll be up on the roof in a minute. Okay, so here we are on the roof of the RV. I just wanted to show what I've been using to kind of prepare the surface. I'm using a combination of just a drywall scraper here. This is just to get the loose stuff off the side. Anything that's kind of adhered to, like this portion here, is still really good. The instructions say just to leave, so that's what I've been doing. And because my roof is metal, I don't think I would suggest this in a rubber roof, but I'll only comment on my metal roof. I'm using this kind of steel brush on the end of my drill, and that's just to get the loose stuff kind of around here. So I'll just show this a bit. This seems to actually work really well. So again, it's just to get the loose stuff off. And then lastly, the instructions suggest for a metal roof that in order to improve adhesion, they've recommended just a 60 grit sandpaper. So I've got a 60 grit sandpaper off of this, and after I've done and swept it all, then I go back and scuff it all up with the 60 grit. You can see some scrapes here, and this is just for metal. Hardwoods, metal, and fiberglass is what it said for, but just a 60 grit is what they recommended. So that's really all I'm doing to prepare. So we'll see. After this, I'll be cleaning it with a degreaser and rinsing it after that just with normal water, and then tomorrow we'll be good to go for the actual laying down of the product. Okay, so I just want to show how I'm cleaning the roof. I don't think it's been cleaned since it was made in the 80s, so I'm doing a couple of steps, which is probably overkill, but that's okay. First, I'm going through just with hot water and dish soap. Then I rinse it with just normal water, and then I'm going to put on this Simply Green automotive degreaser. And the instructions you can read yourself on whatever product you choose to use, but it says just to apply right over a rinsed surface. So I'll put this on, scrub it again, and finish off with another rinse. So that should be my cleaning step. Is clean, and any loose debris is kind of come off of there. Hopefully the sun's not too bright that you can still get a sense there, but it's that easy. If there's any seams that you're worried about, places that you're worried about might open up, you can put a layer of poly tape. Now, I didn't even know what poly tape was. Nobody else did. What the RV place in town suggested is just the drywall tape. Not the paper drywall tape, but the mesh tape here. So that's what I used, and I used it over there. This was a particularly troublesome spot over there. So man, I sure gooped it on there, which is just awesome, and it stays. It doesn't run down the side. I got a few specks down the side, but it's an older motorhome, so I don't care about the looks. I didn't even worry about taping it. But yeah, so it's this easy. Just scoop it on. Be as generous as you can be, because man, I sure don't seem to be running short. Not yet, anyways. So I'll be back when I start painting. Okay. Well, we're halfway done. This part's going real quick. In fact, the product's getting pretty sticky. Anyways, it's been about 2.5 hours since I mixed the stuff, and it's still totally workable, but I do notice that it's getting a bit stickier, so I'm trying to hurry. What I do is, like I said, I just divided the roof into 4s. I put 1/4 of the remaining material in each quarter. I draw out a line just like this, pour it right out of the bucket, and then I grab my squeegee there, and I fan it out the best I can, and then I roll it. So I'll just get to the squeegeeing, and then I'll film while I roll. Okay, so I've squeeged it out the best I can, and the rolling really does not do any spreading. It just smooths out what you've already spread. So I cannot stress having a squeegee. Cannot stress enough the importance of having a squeegee. This is not like painting, where you can kind of rely on the roller to spread the material around. But it's that easy. The nice thing is the product self-levels, so you don't worry about the streaks there. You just slosh the material around nice and thick, and man, this is just a beauty. Okay, well, here's the finished product. Total project today, which was doing the edges around everything with the paintbrush and rolling on, took me about 3 hours. Just under 3 hours. I did the prep, of course, a couple days ago, and a bit more yesterday. Anyways, so this is how it looks. I think it looks fantastic. Nice and thick. I really painted it on thick around certain parts here. I did also want to mention one thing I would have done different, other than having a shorter squeegee. Maybe just a normal 12-inch squeegee would have been good, but really use gloves. These are just medical gloves I had afterwards, but I did not use gloves for this project. My hands are absolutely filthy. I can't get it off. Bleach helped a bit, but I'll have to do it with gas or paint thinner or something, which I don't have here. But yeah, overall, very pleased, and looking forward to seeing how this roof dries up. Okay, so this is day 3. We had 3 really nice days, and then it got a little bit windy last night, so it's a little bit dirty. But yeah, the material is hardened up nicely, and everything looks completely sealed. So I'm looking forward to the first rain. Hopefully I get a few more days for it to set up here, but according to the directions, it's ready to handle rain already. So yeah, this is the finished product. Overall, I'm very happy.